O God, be in my mind and in my thinking. O God, be in my eyes and in my seeing. O God, be in my ears and in my hearing. O God, be in my mouth and in my speaking. O God, be in my hands and in my helping. O God, be in my heart and in my loving. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Saram, Kamlesh, turn me on, please. Saram, everyone. You know, normally when I'm at the center, I get a Sairam back, but virtually, you please do a Sairam to me as well. Thank you. Sairam, everyone. We want to welcome everyone today. Before we start, let's pray to Bhagwan. Our humble pranams at the lotus feet of our dearest Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba for giving us this opportunity to present our graduation program for 2019-2020. We want to welcome all the students, parents, teachers, and all our members today. This is a very special day for our loving students and our teachers. They have worked very hard for the whole year, and this is a special day for them. Let me take the opportunity to basically explain the magnitude of the SSE program in the Dallas Sai Center. With Swami's blessings, we have 220 plus children and a total of 33 volunteer teachers. The program starts with registration process in May. That goes on for a few weeks. Then we get all the students registered and allocated to their classrooms. Almost every year, we go through a teacher's training, which is conducted by our regional team and the national teams, to certify our new incoming teachers and also a refresher for our current teachers. So when SSE class begins in August/September around the month, each class has a total of 3 volunteer teachers. These teachers work preparing the lesson plans and go through a tremendous amount of work each week before each teacher's teams present the work to the students on Sunday. Also want to mention that most of our teachers who work as volunteers at the SSE Center are also in the corporate workforce. So this is all purely voluntary to them, and we really appreciate all the time and effort they put in to make sure that in the culmination of each student's and teacher's hard work, we have a final graduation to each class moving forward to the next phase. One of the most humbling comments which we receive from our teachers is that teaching SSE is a learning experience. Today, with Swami's grace, we have 15 senior 4C students who will be graduating and moving to the next chapter in their lives. All of these teachers are very blessed by Swami and the teachers who have made a difference in their lives. These teachings which the teachers and Swami has taught to each of these children will guide them to the rest of their lives. We're also very blessed by Swami to have one of his gems as our speaker today, Brother Harish Balasubramanian. He has spent numerous years with Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba and has agreed to be our guest speaker to address the graduating students. This week also is a very special week for all of us. This is the week where we celebrate Mother Eswaramma Day. Normally, as you all remember, we enact a play produced by the teachers and our students, and we offer it to Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba as honoring Mother Eswaramma Day. As we cannot do that this year, so we adopted the methodology which we did last year to produce ebook and offer it at the lotus feet of Swami. You will hear a lot more about the ebooks from our SSE team. The theme this year was My Life is My Message. All children have prepared this ebook. Please take time to read through the messages. It is so gratifying to read and see that how our Lord connects with each student specifically and enacts and plays a good part in their lives. One of the things which I was very impressed when I was going through the book was one of the students wrote that Swami comes and plays with me on my swings every day. And this is a story group child. And it's so beautiful to see that with the small purified heart which our children have, Swami connects to them in such a beautiful way. And as adults, we go through our lives and we miss that sometimes. But this is a time when we can reenact by reading the book and enjoying how our beloved Swami goes through and connects with each and every one of us. Now let's go through the program itself. After the welcoming address, you will hear from our SSE coordinators honoring Mother Eswaramma Day with the ebook release. After that, we have an acknowledgement of all classes and students and teachers. And then we also invite our 4C graduating students and teachers. After that, we have a presentation by 4C students for 45 minutes. This is a video virtual presentation, and this is the beautiful part which every one of us will enjoy. Every student tells their story on how Swami and SSE has made a difference in their lives. Then we have to invite our brother Harish Balasubramanian from Arkansas to be our guest speaker, and he will be introduced by one of the SSE coordinators. After that, we have a very senior members of our center, Brother Srinath and Jayanti, handing out the online certificates and congratulating the students. And we appreciate the time they've spent. And Brother Srinath and Sister Jayanti are also Balarika's teachers in one aspect or the other. Brother Srinath teaches one of the groups, and Sister Jayanti actually leads one of the Seva projects, which all the students participate in. The certificates will be handed out to 15 students virtually. After that is done, we want to invite our loving YA team, Chinmay and Ganesh, to welcome all the students who have graduated today into the YA fold. And after they have gone through that, we'll have closing remarks by our SSE coordinators. And today's bhajans and thought for the day will be led by our 4C group of students. So I want to thank each and every student for going through this particular program at the Dallas Sai Center. And it's given us the opportunity, and thank all the parents to giving us the opportunity to bring your children here at the Dallas Sai Center, and congratulate all the parents also for the children's graduation. We are very blessed to have a very wonderful group of teachers who have taken special efforts in teaching these children Swami's teachings. And we congratulate all the teachers for this wonderful presentation and the students for an extremely well done on the presentations. Again, as I said, we really enjoy each and every session, each and every child which we have in our Sai Center. In fact, when we go to the Sai Center for the month from May all the way till August, it's very lonely for all of us at the Sai Center because our children are not there. And we look forward to seeing them back again once the Sai Center opens up. So please take a moment, sit on your couches, watch your iPads, watch the program on the TV, and let our children entertain us today. Sai Ram.
Sai Ram, everybody. My humble pranams at the lotus feet of our Divine Mother Sai. Thank you, Manibai, for commencing the graduation program for the SSE year 2019 and 20. I can't believe we are already in the month of May. As you all know, May 6th is the day when the Sai world celebrates the life of Mother Eswaramma. I'm pretty sure all the SSE students know Mother Eswaramma as the mother of our dear Lord Sri Satya Sai Baba. Bhagwan mentioned Mother Eswaramma is the chosen mother for his sacred mission. Let us all reminisce a little bit about this holy mother today. Even though she is the physical mother for the Lord of the universe, she led a very simple and humble life. When Swami's mission was expanding and people started reaching to Puttaparthi, Mother Eswaramma was very scared that Swami might not be in Puttaparthi forever and he might move to a different place. So she requested Swami to never leave Puttaparthi, and Swami agreed to it. And as we all know, to honor the word given to his physical mother, Swami made Puttaparthi the central location for his mission. Eswaramma never received formal education, but she demonstrated profound wisdom in conducting day-to-day lives. She always put others' needs in front of hers. She never thought twice in communicating the other devotees' problems to Bhagavan. She asked Swami for 3 selfless and noble wishes. Her wishes were to provide drinking water for the people of Puttaparthi and also to build a hospital and a school. Swami gracefully granted her selfless wishes. He proceeded to provide drinking water to the villages of Parthi and also built a general hospital and a small school. These 3 wishes of Mother Eswaramma has become the foundations for the world famous Sri Satya Sai Drinking Project, Satya Sai Universities and super specialty hospitals. To celebrate the life of Mother Eswaramma, Swami has declared May 6th as Children's Day in commemoration of her death anniversary. Mother Eswaramma loved children a lot. She used to come and even sit in the summer classes when they were conducted in Vrindavan campus. Swami used to be amused at her presence and asked her what she followed in these classes. She used to say, "I am not interested in these studies. I come here to see how the students of Swami conduct themselves, how they obey his commands, and how they react to Swami's advice and teachings. Let me take a minute to read a quote from Bhagavan on the importance of mother. Every individual has a mother. One who does not please his mother and become the recipient of her love is not a true son. Hence, respect and revere your mother. Experience and enjoy your mother's love. Dedicate your life for the happiness of the mother. You may acquire any number of degrees. You may undertake any number of sacred activities, but all of them will prove futile if you don't please your mother. So, dear SSE students, please pay attention to how Swami himself has respected his mother and abided by her wishes. As we pay our homage to Mother Eswaramma today, let us learn to respect our physical mother, our mother nature, and also our divine mother Sai. Please take a minute to watch the short video on Mother Eswaramma now. Thank you. Sai Ram.
Sairam, my humble pranam to Bhagwan Sri Sai Baba. Thank you, Nimni, for this wonderful speech about Mother Eswaramma. On this happy occasion, and the Dallas SSE team would like to offer an humble endeavor at the lotus feet of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba SSE e-book. This SSE ebook is a compilation of artwork, poems, stories, experiences, reflections, and presented and submitted by SSE students, teachers, parents, and all the well-wishers of Dallas Science Center. The theme of this year's ebook is My Life is His Message, as we showcase the impact of Swami's message in our lives. We pray to Bhagwan that this offering will serve as a source of inspiration and means to connect, through which we can share our learnings and experience with our fellow Sai devotees across the globe. We'll take few minutes to walk through the ebook. So, Swami's grace, we were able to get 108 pages for this ebook. This is His divine will. And as we go through the pages, you will see around 100 plus articles submitted from students from story group all the way through 4BC, even parents and well-wishers. And also we have made this dedication of yearbook where we have pictures of all the classes with a link to the open house presentation that was presented during last week at your ease, where you can browse through them in your own house through the computers and your smart devices. At this time, we will be releasing the link in an email communication from the Sai Center, and you should be able to navigate through this ebook at your convenience. Thank you, Swami, for this wonderful opportunity to submit this ebook on this occasion of Mother Eswaramma Day. Also, we would like to thank many contributors, editors, everyone involved. I would like to call out few of the SSE volunteers like Sneha Melapati, Kirti Kirplani, Vidya Dhontula, Nimi, and myself were given a small task to offer this at the Lotus Feet on behalf of the Dallas SSE team. Please take your time to review this ebook at your convenience later time. Thank you. Let's proceed with our next part of the program. Sai Ram.
Sairam again. So, students, we have gone to the classes all throughout the year and we have finished our open house. Now, don't you think it's time for us to graduate to the next class? So, we are going to do a virtual graduation for all the students at this time. We want to thank all the parents and students who have adapted to the e-learning structure without any hesitation. We will start our graduation process. We will be moving in the order starting from the story group. Story group students, please stand wherever you are, bow to Swami and bow to your parents on the successful completion of SSE year. You all will be starting in class 1A in fall 2020. Thank you. Now let's move on to the current class 1A. All current 1A class students, please stand where you are, bow to Swami and bow to your parents on the successful completion of the SSE year. You will be starting in class 1B in fall 2020. Congratulations. Now to class 1B. 1B students, please stand and bow to Swami wherever you are and also bow to your parents on the successful completion of the SSE year. You will be starting in the class 1C in fall 2020. Congratulations. One C students, please stand where you are and bow to Swami, bow to your parents on the successful completion of the SSE year. You will be starting class 2A in fall 2020. Congratulations. Class 2A students, please stand wherever you are. Bow to Swami, bow to your parents on the successful completion of the class SSE year. You all will be starting in the class 2B in fall 2020. Congratulations. Class 2B students, please start wherever you are and bow to Swami, bow to your parents on the successful completion of the SSE year. You will be starting the class 2C next year. Congratulations. Class 2C students, please stand wherever you are, bow to Swami, bow to parents on the successful completion of the SSE year. You will be starting in 3A in fall 2020. Congratulations.
Thank you, Nimi. Salam, everyone. Now that we have gone with our group 3A students, you will see your name on this list. Thank you all for attending the 2019-2020 SSE year. Please rise, bow to Swami, bow to parents, and now you will be moving on to 3B class next year. Congratulations on successful completion of 2019-2020 SSE year. Sairam. Now, it's my honor to request, please stand up and bow to Swami and to parents on the successful completion of your SSE year 2019-2020. Congratulations. You will be moving on to 3C class next year. Now, it's my honor to request all 3C students listed on the slides are part of Dallas SSE 3C class. They will be completing the 3C and moving on to 4A in the next year. Congratulations. Please rise and bow to Swami and bow to parents. Congratulations on the successful completion of SSE year. Now we are into group 4. Group 4, we are going into the leadership class. They went through the leadership class. Now they will be moving on to the next phase of 4BC, which is a bridge program developed by Swami. All the 4A students, congratulations on the successful completion from the 2019-2020 SSE year. Please raise, bow to Swami and bow to parents. Sai Ram. Now, I would like to take 2 minutes to talk about the 4BC students. The 4BC is a group 4 program that was a bridge program developed by Swami in the year 2008 July World Conference. Since then, Dallas Sai Center initiated this program from 2009 onwards. The Dallas Sai Center enrolls students from Story Group to 4BC. This aligns with their school year starting from their kindergarten to all the way to 12th grade. This means the students will be graduating only at the 12th grade of SSE, from 12th grade from the ISD to the SS, as per the SSE guidelines, they will be graduating in the 4BC. So in this process, some of the students may have to spend one more year, additional year, because of the time they joined the SSE program. And Swami's grace, we have been accommodating their request in their way to show their leadership skill in the various parts of Sai Center organizations. And you will be seeing the details of the senior graduating seniors program in a minute. Before that, I would like to honor all the 4BC students who completed the first year of their year and some of the second year into the third year. Please raise, bow and pray to Swami and bow to parents. Congratulations on your completion. Now, I would like to request the 4BC facilitator to come and share the presentation of the graduating seniors. And this is very well compiled by the 4BC facilitator. I would really like to congratulate the facilitators team, Jyotsna Madhavpeddi, Chitra Niranjan, Vijay Sri Venkatraman, Shiva Jayaraman, Maya Josiam, Chinmay Venkatraman, Ashwina Kriplani, and Satyam Mehta. Now let us watch what our 4C graduating seniors would like to offer us part of the SSE graduation program.
Sir, Ms. Swami, shower His love and grace on all of us. Welcome to Dallas SSE graduation program. We have about 15 young students who are blossoming into young adults, and we are excited to share their journey with you. The way that we're going to do it is some of us teachers, we're going to introduce the students to you. A bit of an introduction followed by a sneak peek into their students' journey themselves, along with most of them with their families. So, everyone, I take immense pleasure in introducing this young gentleman. He's polite, well-mannered, highly service-oriented, punctual, and it goes on and on. With no further ado, I introduce Aditya Mantri. Aditya, congratulations in graduating from Dallas Sai Center SSE program. Aditya Mantri to all of you.
Sairam, I joined SSE about 5 years ago, and I've loved the class ever since. I've made so many good friends, and I've learned so much in the class. Although I didn't realize it at the time, I've been using the values and lessons I've learned every day in my life, and I've also changed my work ethic and my daily routine. I'm so grateful for all the teachers and everything they do. Thank you, Sairam.
What are some of the most major changes you have seen in me since I've joined SSE?
After SSE, you do prayer every day. You chant Om 21 times every day. You learn so many values. You make so many friends. And
I think he learned a lot of good values, life values in the SSE, which he's using in his daily life and at his school also. And he made very good friends over there. And he also learned various cultures, religions, and good habits in the school. And we are very, very thankful to all the teachers for all the help and the time and the support they provided him and all the guidance they gave him throughout these years. So many, many thanks from the bottom of our hearts to all the teachers. Thank you, Sairam.
Sairam. Thank you.
Next, we will hear from Amrita Susarla. Amrita is calm, collected, and undeterred. We look forward to seeing her take this confidence with her into the next phase of her journey, and will now hear from her on her reflections during her time in SSE.
Sairam, I'm Amrita Susarla, and I joined Sai Center 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I was looking to connect more with my spiritual self, and after moving to Texas and not knowing anyone, I came to the decision to join Sai Center. At first, I was scared of how people would be here, but I ended up meeting some of the most open-minded and welcoming individuals that I've ever come across. Joining Sai Center was one of the best decisions I've made, as it allowed me to foster what I hope to be lifelong friendships and allowed me the opportunity to connect more with my spiritual self. I felt after coming here, I got to openly talk and debate and challenge ideas in a space where it was encouraged and allowed. Some memories I will cherish forever are being able to do Sevas with my family and friends, and some of my favorites have been Feed My Starving Children, sandwich making, and going to the North Texas Food Bank. I have learned so much after being here the past 3 years. I have learned about the Phyllis Crystal cutting ties meditation, which I had never known about before coming here. And I feel like from every single guest speaker that have come in, I've learned something from all of them. The general takeaways that I've taken are the importance of staying true to myself, being ethical, and overall caring about those around me. I would like to thank my teachers for being so open and giving us a space that's safe for us to talk and discuss. I'm thankful for all that I've learned, and these are life lessons that I can apply throughout my life. But for now, I'm excited to take these values and life lessons that I've learned from Sai Center and apply them into my journey to college at the University of Arizona. Sairam.
Sairam. Amrita has been with SSE for the past 3 years. She really enjoyed going to the program every Sunday. Amrita has been always a kind, humble, and a bit reserved child. Going to SSE helped her come out of her shell. It also developed a lot of love for Seva. She enjoyed participating in all the Seva activities. A sincere gratitude to all the SSE teachers for their hard work and dedication.
Sairam, Amrita has been with the SSE program for the past 3 years, and she enjoyed going to Balvikas all these 3 years. One thing that she really liked and appreciated about the SSE program was that all the teachers were very accepting and very open-minded, and this was something that was very different from her previous experiences. And so this was something that she always used to talk about and tell me, and she was glad that she could find such teachers. A mentorship program was very helpful in making college decisions, and so we are very grateful for all the help that was provided by the SSE program. Thank you.
Now let's hear from our next graduate, Aparna Devaraj. Aparna is such a determined and happy girl and is truly a gift to have in class, and we really enjoyed spending time with her. Now let's hear from her and her mom about their experiences with SSE.
Sarah, my name is Aparna Devaraj. God could have chosen anyone to be here, but He chose you. My mother read this in our sister's group. I think it is a blessing for me to be here at the center with all of you. I hope Swami continues to bless us all. Though I am graduating from SSE, I will still continue to seva and attend all the wonderful activities. Thank you all for everything. Thank you, Swami and Sairam.
Sairam, everyone. We would like to thank Swami for introducing us to this amazing Sai family. Aparna and I have been coming to the Sai Center since Aparna was 3 years old. She really enjoys music, so I used to bring her every Sunday to attend the Sai bhajans. Then I enrolled her in the Sai SSE program when she was in the 6th grade. And by joining this program, Aparna has learned a lot of wonderful values. She has started praying a lot. She chants Om. She has also become a very responsible girl. Appu, your Appa, me and Anna would like to wish you all the happiness in the world. I want to say how proud we are of you. And may you get all the happiness and also, live your life to the fullest. Her father and I would like to thank Swami for choosing us to be her parents, which is such a great honor. Thank you, Swami, and thank you to the wonderful, amazing Sai family for everything that you have done for us. Thank you. Sai Ram.
this young man for about 3 years now, and we teachers, we can't express how much pride we all have in introducing this extremely talented young man who's musically well versed, can play multiple instruments, poised, balanced, and someone that I think is blessed with Swami's grace. We would like to introduce Arvind Subramanian. Arvind, congratulations on graduating from Dallas Sai Center SSE program. Arvind.
Sarah, my name is Arvind Subramanian, and I'm a graduating senior from Class 4 BC. First and foremost, I would like to thank Swami for truly giving me this opportunity to learn these skills and values that I can take with me for the rest of my life. I joined the Bhavikas program right from Story Group, and I absolutely loved those early years when I would come into class and we would listen to stories and sing bhajans, and I could make music with my friends. I can say that without a doubt that these values have all been instilled in me from a very young age. I would like to thank all my teachers for allowing me to grow and become a better person. Specifically, I would like to give a huge shout out to Radhikanti and Ganesh Uncle for making class extremely enjoyable while also teaching us lessons about the Watch program and heroes who have changed the world. My absolute favorite memory would definitely be the time when Niranjan Uncle took my class to the Buddhist temple. And it was just an eye-opener for me. It exposed me to the cultures around me and even the similarities that we all share. Bhavikas has also truly instilled a service mindset within me, from participating in Seva projects such as the VNA Meals on Wheels, the Austin Street Shelter, and the North Texas Food Bank. Lending a helping hand to those around me has become second nature to me. Last year, I was told I would be repeating 4BC again, but I was uncomfortable as I would be in a new class with students I didn't grow up with for more than a decade, but I didn't let that stop me. I took Swami's teachings and applied them outside of SSE. For example, in my school, I participated in the Lexus Eco Challenge, where I created musical instruments out of upcycled materials and those items found in the trash, and I shipped them to underprivileged countries around the world. I was able to put Swami's teachings into practice to help those in need around me. Being in the Bhavikas program for more than 12 years now has enabled me to respect the human values and has molded me into the person I am today. But what is more important to me than just learning these values is truly applying these teachings into real life. And I hope to go out into the real world and leave a positive impact for future generations. Once again, I am truly grateful for this opportunity. Thank you, and Sai Ram.
Our next speaker is Bharti Venkata. She is a calm spirit, and her maturity shines through in her class participation, bhajan training, and all of her contributions to the devotional sessions, along with her gift of music. We will now hear from Bharti about her SSE journey.
Sairam, Bharti shares Swami's love with everyone. She speaks obligingly and respects others. She is open-minded and non-judgmental. Bharti values the truth and she expects people around her to be honest. SSE has helped her develop a passion for service. Thanks to Swami for giving Bharti the values to live by for many years to come.
Swami says the end of education is character. In my mind, SSE has defined Bharti's character. She has blossomed into a beautiful, self-confident young lady who can discriminate between good and bad and stands by what she thinks is right. Thanks to Swami and all the Bhavikas teachers from pre-Bhavikas up until 4BC for making her into who she is today. Sairam, keep Swami in your heart. Walk his values wherever you go and in whatever you do.
Bharti, we are proud of how far you have come. All the very best.
I wanted to start off by thanking my parents for their wonderful words.
Over the last 13 years in class and over the last 17 years as a whole, I've embarked on a beautiful journey alongside Swami, starting in Minneapolis with pre-Balvikas and finishing today here in Dallas in 4BC. Swami's values are now a daily part of my life. I share his love with everyone around me. I speak the truth. I'm at peace when I'm his instrument. I condemn violence, and I make sure to make the right decision over what seems to be more fun. I can see the change in myself after attending SSE. I've learned that if I put my best forth in whatever I do, no matter what happens, it's always going to be worth it, and I will be able to get back up from failures. I'm so thankful for getting to learn such beautiful bhajans, engaging in incredible service activities, hearing from amazing speakers, and most of all, being involved in the best community, the Sai family. I thank all of my SSE teachers and classmates for guiding me through this journey in growing my spirituality and strengthening my faith in Swami. To my friends from class, I still remember the first day I walked in and there was such a big group of people talking to each other like they'd known each other for the past 10 years, and I felt a little out of place, but within 1 minute I felt so welcome, like I was part of the group. I'm so grateful that Swami gave me some of my best friends, and I can't wait to see where we go together. And even though I would have rather made one last memory as a group all together, I'm so thankful that I made some of my best friends here. Keep shining wherever you go. No matter where I go from here, I'll always have Swami by my side. Though I may face difficulties, my faith in Swami will never waver. I will have given my best, and I will be able to accept any result. Being able to start the next chapter of my life with Swami's values is the greatest blessing. I'm very excited to continue my journey in the Sai fold as a young adult. Sai Ram.
This next student that I would like to introduce to you is a very talented singer. I think he enjoys singing bhajans, and he also makes everyone joyful by rendering wonderful bhajans of Bhagwan. I think he's a blessed soul. And he's also a talented lacrosse player, and the skills are plentyfold when it comes to Nikhil Ratnam. Nikhil, congratulations in graduating from Dallas Sai Center SSE program. And I had so much fun being with you in the classrooms for the last 3 years, Nikhil. Thank you.
My name is Nikhil Ratnam, and I'm a graduating senior from Group 4BC. I will be attending Boston College in the fall, majoring in finance and economics. SSE has been a crazy ride. Unlike most kids, I actually enjoyed coming to classes and seeing my friends when I was younger. As I got older, my role as a student started to change drastically. I enjoyed service and devotional activities much more than the class itself. This was something that started in Group 4A and has been something I have participated in over the last couple of years, specifically teaching younger classes of bhajans. Not only has this been a very eye-opening experience for me, but it has also made me reflect on all the trouble and mischief I would cause when I was younger. If there's one piece of advice I would say to others who are going through this program, I would say that SSE is what you make of it. For me, I didn't relate to a lot of the things that were taking place in class, especially after having to repeat a year with a new class that I wasn't familiar with. However, I really enjoy singing bhajans, and I also love giving back and serving my community. All I had to do was approach my teachers and ask them if this was an option, and they were quite accommodating. All it takes is some initiative, and you can really make the most out of anything. With all that being said, I would really like to take a minute to thank all of my teachers that have taught me over the past few years and for putting up with me since I was 6 years old. I would especially like to thank Chitranti and Bharti Aunty for allowing me to make my last year in SSE different and relatable. Thank you, and Sairam.
Our next graduate is Ritika Bandla. Ritika is such a service-oriented person, but don't be fooled by her unassuming personality. She always comes to class and adds such great commentary, which has truly been a positive addition to the group this year. Thanks so much, Ritika, and let's hear from her as she talks about her experiences with SSE.
Hi everyone, my name is Ritika. I'm a graduating 4BC student. Just wanted to take this time to thank the entire SSE organization for giving me countless opportunities to succeed and helping me navigate the rest of my life. I'm here with my dad to ask him some questions about my time in SSE. So, first question, how do you think that I've changed as a result of my 12 years in SSE?
Sairam, everybody, and thank you for giving me, myself and Ritika, an opportunity to share our thoughts. But you've been going to SSE for the last 13 years, and I think the wonderful life lessons that you learned every Sunday has really helped you discriminate between right and wrong. So they've made you much more caring, compassionate, cheerful, and kind human being. But I think the single biggest impact that SSE has had on you is the fact that you've been exposed to multiple seva opportunities, including North Texas Food Bank, Austin Street Shelter, Lighthouse for the Blind, and Pleasant Valley Seva for the seniors. So I think you really enjoyed those activities, and you used to come back after every session remarking how grateful those folks were. And even though you thought they were disadvantaged. So that was a huge eye-opener for you, I think. And it imparted in you the value of service. So I think that was probably the single biggest impact. And I thank all the coordinators and SSE staff for ensuring that happened.
Do you have anything you want to say to the Dallas High Center and my SSE teachers?
Well, I have a lot to say. My words escape me when it comes to extending my gratitude to the SSE teachers for the wonderful service they've been rendering for the last 13 years in your particular case. So they've been living examples of Swami's teachings of love all, serve all, by selflessly sacrificing their weekends and imparting their love, their guidance to all the students to make them role models. So we, all the parents, owe them a huge debt of gratitude, and we mean that from the bottom of our heart. Thank you very much. Sairam.
Thank you, Sarah.
Our next speaker is Sai Kaushik Mangipudi. Kaushik knows how to bring a smile to anyone's face. He is humble, detail-oriented, and enjoys helping people inside and outside the classroom. It's not every day that you get to watch a student's short film in SSE, and thanks to Kaushik, we all got that opportunity. Kaushik will now share reflections on his SSE journey.
You ready? Camera's on? Cool. So, how many years have I been going to Balukas?
I think you started in 2007.
Mm-hmm. So, it's 13 years.
13 years. 2007 or 2006?
2007.
Yeah. 2007.
Okay. And how has my behavior changed from going to Balukas or SSE?
Your behavior changed. So I didn't even know that Swami was working a miracle through you, because for me to understand that Swami was doing this miracle, it took somebody else to come and tell me. Like my dad told me that, Kaushik is so compassionate with his brother and so caring that you can be at peace for the rest of your life. He is going to take care of his brother so well.
So you are more, your patience improved. You have more patience. And same, punctuality is the same. Mm-hmm. Change unless somebody go behind you, don't start. So start is the problem.
You can stop answering questions right now.
So my last question to you is, are you proud of me? I got you a bride.
Yeah, now I can say I'm proud of you. You improved a lot, and you are taking good care of your brother.
All right, you can stop there. Thank you.
next student that I would like to introduce is someone that is humble, someone that is open, transparent, flexible, and it's such a pleasure to interact with Sai Saket Sarvapalli. Saket, congratulations on graduating from Dallas Science Center SSE program. We're going to miss you, Saket.
My name is Saket. I'm a graduating senior in class 4BC this year, and I'd like to take some time to talk about some of the things that I've learned in the past 6 years of being in SSE. There are obviously a lot of stuff that I'd have to include on the list, so I'm going to pick the two most important ones, which have been the importance of seva and personal skills. So before I joined Sci Center, I wasn't as involved in helping the less fortunate as I should have been. I was greatly involved in my community and in my school, but nothing like the Austin Street Shelter or Sandwich Seva, where we would cook meals for the poor and homeless. One of the most influential sevas that I remember was the Hurricane Harvey Seva in January 2019, where we went to Houston to help the impoverished Cambodian community there and constructed their houses, which had been destroyed during Hurricane Harvey, and they still hadn't recovered. By helping the less fortunate, it also, I guess, helped me decide what career I want to do, which is biomedical engineering, because this is a career which in the future has the potential to help a lot of people through technologies such as CRISPR, which can wipe out disease or help correcting genetic disorders in children and adults before they reach a certain age. Another thing that I've learned is probably personal skills, because through SSE, I've learned how to manage my time, how to deal with stress, not only by, I guess, learning from the teachers, but learning from my peers and my friends who have spoken about how they've dealt with stress and anxiety in their lives. And this will greatly be useful for me because I will be a college student soon, and by utilizing these techniques, I can make college just a less stress-free and more easygoing place for myself. Thank you.
So how would you say I've changed after joining Sci Center 6 years ago?
You seem to be more respectful now. You don't talk bad. You started thinking about religion. You respect all your elders. That I like. Whoever comes to our house, like uncles, aunties, you wish them, you talk to them for a minute at least. And that's what I like. You changed a lot. Thank you.
Now let's hear from our next graduate, Samyuk Mehta. Samyuk has a gentle and calm personality, but he always comes to class and adds witty and smart commentary to our discussions, which we truly appreciate. Now let's hear from him and his family about their experiences with the SSE program.
Sarah, my name is Samyuk and I've been part of the Dallas Sci Center for the past 8 years. It's been a long journey to graduation, but I wouldn't want to change it in any way. I remember when I first joined the center, I saw it solely as a reason that my friends couldn't have birthday parties on Sundays. And I remember wanting to graduate as soon as possible. However, looking back, I find it absurd that I ever wanted my SSE education to come to an end. My SSE education has provided me with the foundational values that give me confidence to take on any challenge life throws at me. With that being said, I'd like to thank my parents and the teachers I've had over the years for helping me become the person I am today. So I'm here with my mom and dad, Saida, and I'm just gonna ask them a couple questions. So the first question I have is, what is the biggest improvement you've seen in me since I've joined SSE?
I think it's your honesty, gratitude towards people and things in your life, and you're very hardworking. Once you set your goal on something, you work hard towards it.
So now for the second question, which is the harder question. So what's something that I still need to improve on?
Overall, I've been very happy with the progress that Samyukt has made as a kid to a man, and definitely he has imbibed a lot of qualities, as Sarita was telling. If at all I have to pick up one area that he needs improvement, is that he could develop a little bit more patience and be a little bit less stubborn.
Next, we will hear from Samia Iyer. Samia speaks her mind freely and has shared insightful comments during our class discussions. She is also service-oriented, participating in Sai Center Save activities both with her classmates and separately. We will now hear from Samia on her SSE journey.
Hello everyone, my name is Sonia Iyer and I'm a graduating senior in class 4BC. I'm very thankful to all my classmates as well as all my teachers that I've had for instilling value in me that I will take and carry with me on forever. Unlike many of my other classmates, I actually joined SSE a lot later with 3C as opposed to story group. Nevertheless, all of my classmates made me feel at home as if they were my family from day one. SSE classes have definitely changed the woman I am today by teaching me irreplaceable life values about how to approach and solve problems that I may encounter in life. I am forever thankful to all the people who have helped me throughout this journey, all my teachers and my classmates. I forever love you with all of my heart. Now, who better than my own family to talk about how SSE has changed me as a person?
Hi, my name is Lata. I'm Saumia's mom. Saumya has been coming to SSE since her middle school, and we have to say that that's one of the classes that she enjoys going to. She looks forward to it, and that's one of the classes that we really didn't have to remind her or ask her to get ready. And the one thing that she loved about SSE classes is that she feels she can be herself and she won't be judged. And that to her was a big deal. And it was a huge stress buster we feel throughout her high school. That was a huge stress buster. So thank you, teachers, for that.
The one word that represents Saumya is deed. One of the main reasons is we have seen whatever teachings that she has got in the Sai Center, she has put that into effect in serving at the as the Austin Tree Shelter. So we have been doing that for the last several years, and she has been joining me, joining with her class as well as without her class also. When we go there every month, she's joining us. So I think that's a big thing. It's a big difference, and serving the community is big, and that's what we see the teachings coming in as a deed for Saumya as one of the inputs that you gave us. Thanks so much.
And the SSE program and all the SSE teachers throughout her year. Thank you so much for instilling all the values in Saumya, which we hope she takes it as she moves on to the next phase of her life. Thank you again, teachers, so much for everything.
Go teachers.
Good.
Yay.
Bye now.
Our next graduate is Shravya Chintalapatti. Shravya is so sweet and expressive, and also is such an outspoken person, but we truly appreciate her ability to be adaptive and flexible to anything that gets thrown her way. Now let's hear from her about what she's learned through SSE.
Sairam, everybody. My name is Shravya. I'm a graduating senior from 4BC, and I'm here with my dad to ask some questions about my SSE education. So, Dad, in what ways do you think I've benefited from an SSE education?
I think SSE definitely help you develop a strong sense of spirituality and good character. And I think it has really given you a strong moral compass. So in times of, your, when you face, dilemmas, you are able to basically use Swami's teachings to help you guide through those tough times and with your struggles.
Yeah, and I also wanted to ask if there's one thing you could say to Swami or like the Dallas Sai Center, what would it be?
I want to thank Swami and Dallas Sai Center for giving you the opportunity to cultivate the spiritual connection with Swami. And SSE has definitely given you the right resources and guidance to help you develop, the right, spirituality, and also set you down the righteous path, during these formative years. So we basically owe much gratitude to Swami and SSE for your education.
For sure. I'm so grateful to have grown up with Swami and his teachings, and I can't imagine not going to the Dallas Sai Centers anymore, just because I've grown up and that's where I've gotten to know about Swami and I've had an intimate spiritual connection with him. But knowing Swami's teachings, I definitely have the confidence to move forward, and I'm just so grateful for that. So, Sairam.
And it is quite exciting to introduce this young man. He's extremely eloquent, a great debater, someone that challenges the status quo, someone that thinks outside of the box and also encourages others to think out of the box. And it's a pleasure to introduce and wish Shrikar Mamalapalli on his SSE graduation. Shrikar, congratulations, my friend.
Sarah, my name is Shrikar Mamalapalli, and I've been coming to SSE ever since Story Group, the classes, sevas, and bhajans, and it's been an incredible journey. With this graduation, I'm coming to close a chapter of my life and beginning a new one in the service of Swami. The third part was being immersed into the community through the form of seva. Through seva, I learned the importance of helping others. In addition to this, I became friends with many people along the way who I'll cherish for the rest of my life. SSE and Swami have given me so many opportunities that I will continue to love forever, and I'm extremely thankful for that. Now I'd like to ask my parents a few questions. Now, Ma, I've been going to SSE for a long time, right?
Yes.
Now, over the course of my education, what do you think SSE's biggest impact on me was?
It helped you, doing seva. You really enjoyed the seva projects and community service, and that helped you, serving human beings and serving God.
Right. So would you think that I would be able to carry these principles on for the rest of my life?
Yes, absolutely. You love to do the community service. Wherever you go, you can take part in the community service programs.
Thank you.
Sairam.
Now, what was your favorite memory of me from SSE over the years?
Sairam. At the end of every year, whatever learnings that you have, you presented them in the center. I really enjoyed your presentations in the center every year. And Thanks to Swami and all the teachers who shaped your character and helped you learning all these things over. Once again, my sincere thanks to them. And thank you, Swami, for giving us this opportunity. Sairam.
We will now hear from Swarupa Kodikalapudi. A young woman of few words, Swarupa is confident and level-headed. She is also a talented musician, and we are grateful for her contributions to devotional activities such as YA Bhajans and Akhan Bhajans. Swarupa will now share reflections on her SSE journey.
Sairam, my name is Swarupa and I have been attending SSE since Group 1. I can't even imagine how different I would be without my connection to SSE or Swami. SSE has not only helped me become closer to Swami, but it has influenced my responsibility, perspective on others, attitude, and thought process for the better. I learned to shy away from the negative in society and strengthen the goodness in me throughout the ups and downs of life. I'm still learning, but because of SSE, the foundation to my life has been set. On top of maturing my mindset, it allowed me to find my connection to Swami. During SSE, I was exposed to different opportunities such as seva, reading books of Swami's teachings and miracles, and participating in satsang. But the one thing that clicked for me was singing bhajans. There was a sense of joy and connection to Swami I felt as soon as I heard a bhajan or sang one. And I am glad that throughout my entire SSE journey, I have fostered into the person I am today and found my connection with Swami. I will keep these values and love from the Sai Center in mind as I continue my education at the University of Texas at Dallas for my business degree. Sairam, and thank you.
Sairam, I'm very happy for Swarupa on her graduation. She has learned a lot. Not only she improved on her commitments and responsibilities, but also her way of thinking has been influenced by the SSE. This reminds me of one incident that happened in Missouri. One day she came back from school and explained me a situation that happened to her friend, to which I said maybe her friend should not have behaved or reacted that way. But what Swarupa said really surprised me, because she said, Amma, we know Swami and we go to SSE, so our thought process or our way of thinking is different from hers because she doesn't go to any SSE or any value-based classes. So that made me really very happy because she has such a trust in SSE at that tender age. And I can see that even today, after going for so many years, like how much she improved on her character and overall thought process.
Sarah, a few years back, one of our very close family friends asked me a question. Your children are very loving and caring. How are you raising them? Is something are you doing differently? I was taken aback by this question because I'm not putting any extra efforts on that one, but suddenly I realized they are heavily influenced by SSE and SSE program. Influence of SSE had come because of the stories narrated in the classroom. Discussions happened on those stories, on the values, and in and out of the classroom. These immensely helped her to start looking towards Swami as a mentor, guide, and a philosopher. When she moved to Group 4, Group 4 had thrown more opportunities for in surveys, discussions with YAs, and also guest lectures. These started her to use the values and always look for Swami and molding her character in a more positive way. For all these things, I really thank SSE. Sarah.
I'm grateful to Swami for giving Swarupa this opportunity, and I want her to keep Swami always in her thoughts and follow his values.
Congratulations, Swarupa, on your graduation.
Our last graduate is Swati Bavaripati. I'm always impressed by Swati's strength, persistence, and perseverance, but also by her courage to be vulnerable and show her emotions in class. It really adds to our discussions and has been such a positive impact on the group this year. Now let's hear from her about her experiences with SSE.
Saram, my name is Swati and I've been in the SSE program since Story Group. In the beginning, I would take SSE as an excuse to come and play with my friends and listen to great stories instead of doing homework. But as I became a little older and started actually listening to the lectures and the lessons and the activities, my life outside of SSE became a bit more confusing. For example, when I was in group 2 and we started learning about the WATCH program, which is watch your words, watch your actions, watch your thoughts, watch your character, and finally watch your heart. I felt very uneasy when I was around my friends at school and didn't know whether or not to tell them, hey, don't do this, hey, don't do that, because they didn't know the difference between doing what's right and doing what's wrong. And I felt very guilty when I just wanted to have some fun with my friends. But the values that SSE taught me would always stop me from feeling a sense of happiness because of guilt of either eating Cheetos instead of granola bars or telling the teacher that I did my homework when I didn't. And I just wanted to be ignorant to the fact that there was such thing as good and bad, and I didn't want to listen to any of it. But as I came into 3B, when we started talking about the connection with God, I realized that SSE isn't holding us back from happiness, but it's giving us a choice on how to live. We all have a light shadow and a dark shadow, which stays with us at all times, but we must decide which shadow to use in order to make decisions that we won't regret in the future. And I finally realized that SSE gives me the values to make an educational, per se, decision on which path I want to choose so I don't regret it in the future. And I will forever be grateful for the unique identity it gave me, like a superpower, to look inward at myself and reflect on myself rather than to be dependent on peer pressure and obsession and distractions. Thank you for everybody who helped me through this process, and I will always be grateful for the people who showed me kindness and respect and treated me as their own daughter, as their own sibling, and as their own friend. Thank you to everybody, and Saram. What advice do you give me for the future?
Continue practicing these values that you learn.
How has SSE helped me?
We didn't know what we were in when we started Story Group, but today, as you graduate, what I see is perseverance, forgiveness, devotion, compassion, loyalty. These are the characteristics that I see that have blossomed in you. And I think it's all because of the program, and it's all because of you holding on to these teachings as anchor, and you actually have applied them, you have questioned them, and you have applied them, and you have learned it by applying them. So I think you have come a long way, and I think that's what has made you what you are today.
Wow, that was awesome. I had goosebumps, cries, and tears all over, and that was an amazing presentation. I really want to congratulate all the 4C graduating seniors for the wonderful job. But the video is not over yet. I just want to share something interesting that happened yesterday. The 4BC facilitators took extra mile in this social distancing situation to go in person and visit these graduates. Let's take a peek at the video put together by one of the YAs. you, Swami, for giving us this wonderful video. And thank you, 4BC facilitators. I can't thank enough that you took extra mile to go visit all the graduating seniors. And all the parents are very appreciative. Sai Center officers and Sai Center SSE team are very appreciative for the job well done. Thank you, 4BC facilitators. Now it comes to our next program, our guest speaker. We have Brother Harish Balasubramanian for our 4BC graduations guest speakers. And Harish was born and brought up in Chennai and was introduced to Swami in the form of a photograph at the age of 7. He joined Swami's college in Prashantinilayam in 2003 for his MBA. After completing his MBA, he was fortunate to work in Bhagwan's Trust till 2012. His mother currently resides in Prashantinilayam and serves in Bhagwan's ashram. Harish was blessed to be in the physical service of Swami from 2005 onwards. He traveled with Bhagwan to Kodaikanal, Mumbai, Hartri, and Chennai during the divine visits. He currently resides in Bentonville, Arkansas, with his wife Sai Ranjani and his son Sarvajit. Without further ado, let's welcome Brother Harish for this graduating ceremony to talk to our 4C graduating seniors. Brother Harish, the floor is yours.
Sairam. Sairam, congratulations once again. This is really a great achievement for all of you. It is a day which is going to be cherished and one of the most beautiful days. We were supposed to be having this ceremony at the Sai Center in Dallas, but small change of plans, we're having it from Prashantinilayam. I can almost hear Swami whispering on my ears, the technology kaadu technology. To just give you a context of what it is that you have accomplished or what has been accomplished through you, I'm remembered of an incident which happened in the bhajan hall. So Swami would be sitting in the bhajan hall and some days he'll just look at one of the students and raise his eyebrow. The student will know what to do. And this particular student knew that Swami wanted him to sing a particular song with alap. And he started singing that bhajan with full alap. And after the alap, before the bhajan started, that was the time when the instrumentalists get their turn. And one beautiful flute player who was Swami's student, graduated from the university, went and worked elsewhere, and then said that his life is incomplete if he is not spending his time directly serving Swami. Came back to Prashantinilayam, prayed to Swami, and after many years, Swami gave him the opportunity to work in the ashram. So that student was then playing the flute between the initial song and the bhajan starting. It was extremely beautiful. It was divine. Everybody was listening to that flute. It was so beautiful. And very uncharacteristically, in the middle of the bhajan, Swami started speaking. And everybody stopped, the bhajan stopped, the session stopped, the harmonium stopped, the singer stopped, and then everybody was silent listening to what Swami is saying. Then Swami referred to that student who was playing the flute and said, "Did you all listen how beautifully he played the flute? How very mesmerizing it was." We all looked at that student and we were all shaking our head in acknowledgement saying, "Yes, Swami, it is very beautiful." And then comes Swami's unexpected twist. And then he says, "But if this flute player was to just sit alone and play the flute, will anybody come and listen to him?" And then we thought, okay, now something is happening. Now this is something exciting. Swami is going to, make some very interesting twist out of the story. And then Swami said, because this bhajan is going on and because we are in having this great satsang, and during that time when this flute was played, it added value and it enriched all of our thoughts. But without this setting, that flute alone does not have any value. Similarly, all the secular education that you boys are getting, it has no value if it is not based on the foundation of the spiritual education or Atma Vidya, which is what I have brought you all here to give. She had not taken the example of somebody who had done a horrible job and said that is secular education. No. She took a brilliant example of someone who had performed excellently. It was an excellent piece of by a flutist. And then he took that as context and said, the secular education is having beauty because of the foundation of the Atmic education. As many of you progress, and both in your undergrad, grad, and then into your corporate lives, you will find that talent and skill can take you till one point. But beyond that point, what really elevates people is how clear their moral compass is. We heard one of the parents of the students talk about the same thing, about how the moral compass has been imbibed. And the most funny thing about that is very often we do not understand the value of it ourselves. Because you have been exposed to something constantly, we take it as granted that, especially for students like us who are in Prashant Nilayam, were surrounded by other students from Prashant Nilayam, it was very difficult for us to understand how it is different. In that way, that you have this opportunity to see the difference that appears to be in you compared to your students. There was one of the students who was talking about how her friends were talking something and how she found that to be totally in non-alignment with the watch concept, right, which was taught in SSE. Just by understanding that it is not a small advantage that all of us have got, even in the absolute terms of of our corporate life and our future in careers. This moral compass, to understand that our elevation is with the elevation of the society. That alone is of great value and provides a great context for us to move forward. One other lesson I felt, it is something which we need to carry with us going forward, is a sense of acceptance. When I joined Prashant Nilayam and after my MBA, when Swami started giving me this duty, I was completely unprepared for it, right? So I did not know to speak in Telugu, which was Swami's choice of language while communicating. I remember in Kodaikanal in 2005 when Swami had taken me there for the first time. That was the time when Swami had started appearing to require physical assistance. So Swami was sitting in the chair and Swami calls me and asks me to lift him up. And as someone who was very wet behind his ears and very slow to learn, I had not observed what the other boys were doing. And I tried to lift Swami in an extremely awkward way, with the sound of coming from everyone around. Like, what is this boy doing? And Swami lovingly guided me himself, saying, okay, this is where you have to hold my hand, this is where you should do, and then this is how I will get up. Swami says beautifully, I do not call the qualified, I qualify the called. Swami accepts us unconditionally. If he chooses to give us something, he does not require any parameters to be present before for him to give us that chance or that opportunity. Very often we forget that it goes both ways. Yes, Swami is extremely loving. And yes, Swami is also the embodiment of uncertainty. Swami says, one of my most favorite quotes of Swami is, "Love my uncertainty, for it is not a mistake." Swami provides uncertainty for us to evolve. Very often it might seem like, Swami, we have given our life in your hands. What are you doing with that? Why are we facing so much difficulties? Why is such and such person being able to, who has been doing only bad things all his life, how come he is growing? While I have been doing everything right, why am I not growing? But one thing you have to remember is that our heads are already in the lion's mouth. In the olden days, this concept, there was a circus where there would be a person who would put his head inside the lion's mouth. And everybody will be waiting to see if the lion is going to bite his head. And then it's only when the lion opens his mouth that the person can take out his head again. So he is at the mercy of the lion. So that lion is Swami for us now. We are at his mercy and he's taking care of our lives. Now we have two choices. Either, like Swami tells in that story, there was a person who goes in the train and he carries his luggage on his head. Then all the others laugh at him saying, "Why are you carrying your luggage on your head?" Then he says, "This train is already carrying so many of us. It's carrying so much weight. At least let me carry this luggage on my head so that there is one less weight for the train to carry." So the others laugh at him saying, "Boss, irrespective of whether you are carrying it on your head or you're placing it down, the train is only carrying the weight of the luggage. There is no need for you to carry that burden." And Swami says most of us are like that. We think that, Swami has already got so much to do. Let us not trouble him with all our worries. Let us carry our worries ourselves. And plaster the castor oil face on our face. Swami says, your life is already mine. You can put your luggage down and enjoy what is happening through you. You find within your parents only you find the difference, right? Typically, fathers are more lenient. Because in some families it will be the other way around. Where if you ask them for something, then they say, "Okay, let me get it for you." But the same thing when you go and ask your mother, she says, "No, I will give it to you after you do this, or I'll give it to you after some time." The reason the mother is doing that is not because she doesn't want you to be happy, but because she feels that there is an opportunity here for you to get better. So when we say Swami is 1,000 mothers, his mercy is also that so high that he can drag us through the fires of hell if he knows that is better for us. Now we have two choices. We either experience this whole thing with that constant reminder that, okay, we know it is Swami who's taking us through this. Of course, feel happiness when we need to feel happiness, feel sadness when we need to feel sadness. But never feel pride or guilt. Because pride implies that we think we have done it. And so does guilt. Neither of them make any sense. Once we understand that it is Swami who's taking our lives forward. So what is that which Swami says? Like we've all done this beautiful yearbook this year saying that our life is his message. But what does Swami say that his life is? Swami says expansion is my life. To constantly expand. Swami says when a body when expanded, it becomes Virata Surupa. The Vishwarupa Darshana which we all talk about in our Puranas. The mind when it expands, it becomes the Hiranyagarbha, the womb of consciousness. And the Atma when expanded becomes Brahman. Of course, we are talking about the extremes. At the age of 42, a semi-successful lawyer returns from a different country without a job in hand, with the experience of having run a small newspaper. He lands into India, his mother country. And in the next 30 odd years, he accomplishes something because of which his statue is there in most countries in the world, and his face is imprinted on so many stamps and coins. I'm talking about Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. He could have come at the age of 40 and found that, okay, my God, I don't have a job. Let me find a job. Let me settle down. I have a wife and 4 kids. Let me take care of their welfare and then move forward. He could have been happy with the small problems. But instead, his compassion made him look at a much bigger problem. And because of that, today is an inspiration to so many people all over the world. It was not a person who was having any problems different from anybody else. Just that he chose to take upon a bigger problem. So there's another aspect to this. And that is probably what I will leave you with. Yes, it's important that we take up bigger problems. Yes, it's important that we get involved in so many other things. But it is also important for us to not take ourselves too seriously. We can have a smile on our face only when we remember that whatever action is happening through us. And we are only aspiring from him to give us more and more strength to be able to perform in bigger and bigger stages. So understanding that and putting our luggage down and always having a smile on your face, let us be grateful to Swami for this opportunity that we have had to be his student. Before the talk, I had requested Brother Kamalesh to check if there are any questions that the students wanted answered, and he passed me a couple of questions and we selected a few. And one of the questions was, what is the worst and best about becoming an adult? That's an interesting question. Yes, the best thing is what you suspected it to be. It is freedom. But the worst thing is the understanding which comes that this freedom is an illusion. You might think at this age that, oh my God, I want to grow bigger and now I don't have to listen to anybody else. I can do whatever I want to do. But then it also comes with the understanding that every action has its consequence. And especially after you become parents, you realize that the most important person in your life is no longer you. Hopefully, with SSE and all that we have gone through, we already understand the most important person in our life is not us. but it is him. Many centuries, the human race thought that Earth was the center of the universe. And then slowly the understanding came that Earth is one planet which is going around the sun. And the sun is a small star going around the galaxy. And slowly we started to understand the insignificance of our business. But now we also understand our significance when instead of us just being what we are, by calling ourselves as students of Swami, there is a special significance which gets assigned to us. The next question is, since many kids think that they aren't learning anything or applying anything from the class, when can we expect to see change in our lives, and in which situations can we see this change? Interesting question. Please don't be offended, but this reminded me of a joke I once read in a comic. A student raises his hand during algebra class and says, "But when are we going to apply any of this in real life?" The teacher looks at him and says, "No, I don't think you will apply any of this in real life, but some of the smarter kids in class might." The same is true with even SSE education, right? Very often we feel like, what is it? What are we learning? When is all this going to be? Why do we need to know about all these Puranas? In Ramayana, there is one chapter called Sundarakanda, which is considered the most sacred of the chapters in Ramayana. The interesting thing about that chapter is that Rama does not appear anywhere in the chapter. There is no role for Rama in the chapter. It is entirely dedicated to Hanuman. And how then did that become so infused with the power of Ramayana? It is said that Hanuman, while making every decision during his time in Lanka, would constantly think, what is it that Rama would have done? What is it that Rama would have done? And he applies that in practice. So all the chapters before that was the preparation for the devotee to be able to go into the world and to be able to apply what his understanding of the master was. So that is what has happened for you till now, right? For all of us till now. So we have been learning and we have been understanding and getting this generic understanding of what it is that Swami would do in various situations. Now the Sundarakandam of your life starts. It is a time when you are entering the society and you will be making decisions on your own. And that is when this entire moral compass of what we have learned in SSE till now would help us to be making these decisions. And then Swami would really be able to say that your life is his message. It's been a privilege to be talking to all of you, to see your lovely videos, to see the excellent sense of humor that many of you have, to see the pride in the face of so many of the parents. I thank Swami again for this opportunity. Sai Ram, congratulations all of you.
Wow, what an inspirational talk. Thank you, Brother Harish. Technology, call it technology. It seems it also does some good tricks, or else we would not be able to do this virtual graduation and listen from you today. It is some of the important points I made notes. There are many, but only a few I'm mentioning here. Is importance of the moral compass, sense of acceptance will let us pass the barriers, love Swami's uncertainty, surrender to the Lord, and willingness to accept the challenges. On behalf of Dallas Sci Center and our graduating students, we offer our gratitude to Swami for giving an opportunity to hear from Brother Harish. Once again, thank you, Brother Harish, for your loving message and answering questions for our graduating students too. Thank you, Sai Ram. Now, no graduation completes without certificates. On behalf of Dallas Sci Center SSE team, we would like to invite Brother Srinath Balakrishnan and Sister Jayanti Srinath to give a message to our graduating students and virtually present the certificates. Brother Srinath and Sister Jayanti needs no introduction in Dallas Sci Center, but I will give a brief intro. Brother Srinath is a part of Dallas SSE team. He is currently teaching class 3A. Sister Jayanti is a very active member at the center. She leads the Salvation Army Samyukta Seva, where one SSE class gets to participate every month, and the kids love the interaction with Mrs. Jayanti. Now, I request this noble couple to give a message to the graduating students. Thank you. Sai Ram.
Sai Ram, everyone. Sai Ram. Congratulations to all the graduating seniors. We are very happy for your successes and accomplishments. We pray to Swami to bestow his grace on all of you for your continued success. We also pray to Swami to bless all the children.
Sai Ram. I would like to also include that it was a pleasure to work with all of you during the peanut butter and jelly sandwich seva. I would like to congratulate all of you and tell you that we are so happy and privileged to be a part of your graduation ceremony. As you go off to college, I wish you all the very best. Good luck with everything. Make a lot of friends, have fun, explore, learn a lot. Also remember that Swami is your only best friend. Thank you and Sai Ram.
Thank you, everyone. Sai Ram.
What a lovely message. So, thank you, Brother Srinath and Sister Jayanti, for this loving message. Graduating students, please be ready to receive the virtual certificates. As I call your name, please bow to Swami and to your parents and accept this certificate. Our first student here is Aditya Mantri. Congratulations, Aditya. Please join me in congratulating Amrita Susarla. Congrats, Amrita. Congratulations, Aparna Devraj. Our next graduate is Arvind Subramanian. Congrats, Arvind. Our next graduate is Bharati Venkata. Congrats, Bharati. Our next graduate is Nikhil Ratnam. Congrats, Nikhil. Our next graduate is Ritika Bandla. Congrats, Ritika. Our next graduate is Sai Kaushik Manigipudi. Congrats, Sai Kaushik. The next graduate is Sai Saket Sarvepalli. Congrats, Sai Saket. Our Our next graduate is Samyukt Mehta. Congrats, Samyukt. Our next graduate is Soumya Iyer. Congrats, Soumya. Our next graduate is Sravya Chintalapati. Congrats, Sravya. Our next graduate is Srikar Mamillapalli. Congrats, Srikar. The next graduate is Swarupa Kotikallapudi. Congrats, Swarupa. Our next graduate is Swati Bhamidipati. Congrats, Swati. Thank you to all the graduating students. Congratulations again. We will make arrangements for you to get these physical certificates. Now, as you are entering into the new era of the young adults, our Dallas Eye Center Young Adult Representatives Chinmayi Venkatraman and Ganesh Vishwanathan would like to give you a welcome message. Chinmayi and Ganesh, Sai Ram.
Om Shri Sai Ram, our humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagavan. Swami has said, the future of the country depends on the skill and the sincerity of the youth. Therefore, the necessary enthusiasm and the encouragement must be generated among the youth. All my hopes are based on the students, the youth. They are very dear to me.
To the 15 graduating students, congratulations and welcome to the Young Adult family. There are thousands of YAs all across the country, and this group will serve as a spiritual community for the next few stages of your life. We are excited that many of you will be going to college in Dallas and look forward to seeing you at our YA events. To those of you that are leaving the city or state, we will connect you with the YA reps in the respective cities where you are headed. We wish you the very best as you embark upon this next phase of your journey. And remember, as Swami says, I am you, you are me. You are the waves, I am the ocean. Know this and be free. Be divine.
Sai Ram.
Sairam Chinmayi, Sairam Ganesh, thank you very much for the loving messages. I really thank you all for taking the 4C graduates into the new world of Swami's army. The future is them, right? At this point, I want to take few minutes to acknowledge all the SSE teachers and the past teachers and some supporters of SSE program. Next slide, please. At this time, we got like total of 36 teachers that are listed here. I'm not going to go through them, but lot of effort goes into this program from story group all the way to 4BC graduating students. So I really have to thank each and every one listed here for their time and effort in taking Swami's mission and inculcating with the younger audience and the kids of Dallas Eye Center. Thank you all very much from Dallas Eye Center office members and the devotees. On behalf of everyone, we thank you all the teachers. Next slide, please. And not only them, we like the SSE program students, it's gone from last 13 years, and there are so many teachers in the past. It's innumerable and to cater to 226 kids. So these are some of the teachers who have taken care of SSE program in their volunteer service, And we just want to acknowledge all these past SSE teachers who has helped us in this Swami's SSE program for Dallas Eye Center. Thank you all very much. And not only that, it takes a village to support the SSE program across. And now we got to thank the parents, the teachers, the volunteers, the instrumental on music liaison and trainers, led by Bharati Hariharan and our team, including all the people listed here. And it's worth mentioning the 4BC students started supporting this music liaisons, and you see all the graduating students, some of them and some of the existing 4BC students listed there. Thank you all very much for your time and support. And we got to thank the service liaisons, parent coordinator, security lead, facility manager, ebook team, audio video support, and the list goes on. But last but not the least, I want to thank the current officers and the past officers who helped us to run this SSE program in a successful way. And we need to thank Swami and all the supporters and the well-wishers of SSE program. Thank you very much. And finally, we are at the end of this graduation ceremony, but still we have a devotional program. Please stay tuned for a few minutes. So in this closing remark, I really have to thank Swami from bottom of my heart and all the players who have done this, put together this program, from Manibai to Nimi to Venkat to Anand to Jai Shivan, everybody, all the 4BC facilitators, and our special speaker, Brother Harish, who took time to come with us for many testing onto this new technology-driven live event. And thank you, Brother Harish, for sparing your time with us in the helping with the graduation program. And also, I just want to take a minute to let you all know that our next SSE registration for the year 2020 and 2021, the registration will be on May 16th. Please look out for an email. So thank you very much for all the people who helped us program, and we had a wonderful 2019-2020 SSE program. And last but not the least, thank you, Suja, for supporting the program in the year 2019. Thank you all very much. Sairam, please wait for a few minutes. We will just switch to our regular devotional program sung by the 4BC students, and we will have a nice, wonderful devotional sessions from the graduating students. Please stay tuned. Sairam. Thank you all very much. Om Shri Sairam. This concludes the SSE graduation celebration. Sairam.
Salam everyone. We wanted to welcome everybody to the Dallas Sci Center. Some of you, most of you must have watched the SSE graduation program prior to this. It was a wonderful, wonderful program. Sorry, it took a few minutes longer than usual. We wanted to welcome once again everybody to the Dallas Sci Center. And thank you all for a wonderful SSE year. We wanted to thank Swami from the bottom of our heart to have made this a successful year, even though it was challenging moving to online. Swami helped us through this endeavor. We wanted to thank the teachers, the students, the parents, the innumerable volunteers, all the well-wishers and the office bearers who helped get through this SSE year and this later part of this online channel. Thank you all from the bottom of our heart, and we look forward to the next successful SSE year starting in August 2020. Next slide, please. For the center schedule, SSE is going to be on summer break starting next week, as you all know. We're going to jump back on study circle at 2 o'clock till 3:15 p.m. and you see the link online. It's dallas.studycircle.sciregion10.org. And the devotional program is going to start at 3:30 till 4:45 p.m. and the link is dallas.live.sciregion10.org. We'll send these links in the email. And a special note, next Sunday is going to be Mother's Day special bhajans, and we'll talk about it in the next slide. Like we mentioned, next Sunday is going to be Mother's Day special bhajans. We're going to stream it live at that link. The bhajans are going to start at 3:30 p.m. We're going to record the bhajans virtually on Smule. The preference will be given to all the mothers to lead the bhajans. Daughters can join in chorus or in pair. And we are requesting all the mothers to please sign up as soon as possible so we have adequate time in planning the whole session. Please look out for the email for sign up, or you can reach out to our devotional coordinator, Venkat Sitaraman. Next slide, please. I know we have missed Suprabhadam for a couple of months, so we're going to jump back on and try our first virtual Suprabhadam this Saturday at 5 a.m. is the usual link where you see there. We'll send all this information on email. After this week's Suprabhadam, we are going to go back to the normal schedule of the last Saturday of the month. Next slide, please. We have missed the regional Sai inspirational channel for a month because of all the national satsangs we have had. We're going to have our first one tomorrow, Monday 4th at 6:30 p.m. Please note, it's not the usual Wednesday at 8 p.m. It's Monday, May 4th at 6:30 p.m. The topic is Sanatana Sai. Sai is as timeless as the Dharma he has come to revive. The guest speaker, as you all know him very well, is Dr. Sundar Iyer. We'll send out how you can join this. It'll be on WebEx or by phone. All of this information will be sent out in the center email. Next slide, please. You all might have seen, we started the weekly Divine Communion stream this past week. We had a successful 2 days of streaming on Tuesday and Thursday. We're going to continue this to Tuesday and Thursday from 8 to 8:30 p.m. It's a same streaming link. This week, we're going to do the part 3 and 4 of Sai Katha Satya to Sai. Last week we did part 1 and 2. We are continuing with part 3 and 4 this week. Please join this on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Next slide, please. The Sai Bhagavatam series on Wednesdays has been going on for a month and a half. This Wednesday, it's going to be a special day. It's Eswaramma Day program. Please note the timing is not 8 p.m., but it starts a little early at 7:45 p.m. The link is the same as usual, satyasai.us/live. And some of the details about this Wednesday's program is, the title is A Wish Fulfilled, Grateful Remembrance and Celebration of Eswaramma, the Chosen Mother. The program details are prayers and devotional singing by SSE students, across generations, a conversation with Kathy and Heidi, Piyush and Puneet Gayal. Please look out for the email that's going to be sent out later tonight, which will have all of this information. Next slide, please. The Unite and Uplift is an online inspirational series that's been happening on Fridays at 8 p.m. We're going to continue doing that for the month of May. We don't have the exact information for this Friday yet, but please look out for the center email for the updated information. And we'll also send a link to the national website where they have the updated information as and when it's available. Again, this program is on Fridays at 8 p.m. and it's the same streaming link as the Wednesday link. Next slide, please. On the SSE front, you heard our SSE coordinators mention that the SSE registration is going to start on May 16th. Please look out for the email from the SSE coordinators. And as usual, if you have any questions or queries regarding SSE, please reach out to our coordinators, Kamlesh or Nimi Vembati. Next slide, please. Austin Street Shelter is again on the second Friday of the month. It's this Friday. We're going to order pizza and deliver pizza and milk and deliver it to the shelter. If you would like to participate in this service opportunity, please reach out to me, Anand Sivaraju. We have started doing this since last month, since everybody is quarantined. We don't want to cook and have the opportunity to contaminate the food. So we're ordering pizza in Costco and we're buying milk and going and delivering. We are not serving. They have a dedicated team to serve. We're just going ordering pizza, picking it up and going and delivering it. If you would like to participate, please reach out to me. Next slide, please. We announced this in the center email last week. Many's Food Pantry is facing an increase in the demand for families needing assistance due to COVID-19. They're also seeing a decrease in food donations and volunteers coming and donating food. So currently they are in dire need of these non-perishable items: cereal, pasta sauce, canned vegetables, breakfast bars, rice and beans. All of this information has been sent out in the email. We have multiple drop-off locations in Plano, Dallas, Frisco, and Irving. More of this information has been sent in the center email. If you have any questions, please reach out to our service coordinator, Jayashree Solanki. Next slide, please. Region 10 is needing help where some centers have a requirement for some food items for the service project initiatives they have taken due to COVID-19. The items are listed in the signupgenius.com. We'll send all this information in the email. Please look out only for the food items that we can participate in. There are other items which are related to material needed for making the face mask. We are not participating in it. We're just participating in the food requirement. Most of those items in that link has this link to Sam's Club, Walmart, or HEB. You can actually ship them directly to the address listed under each category. If you have any questions on how to sign up or what to sign up for, please again reach out to our service coordinator, Jayashree Solanki. Next slide, please. We've been doing this face mask making service project for a couple of months and it's been going great. Thanks to the tons of volunteers who have dedicated their time in making these masks. So far, the Dallas Eye Center has made 2,145 masks and distributed it. As we are Region 10, we have made more than 5,000 masks and distributed it. More than 50 volunteers have participated in the service opportunity. Once again, from the Dallas Center perspective, thank you from the bottom of our heart for all the dedicated volunteers who put so much time in making this possible. All of this information and how to participate in the service opportunity has been sent out in the weekly emails. Please contact Chinmayi Venkatraman, who's been leading this project, or Aruna Sampath, Chitranaranjan, and Jayashree Solanki, who have been partnering with Chinmayi regarding this project. Thank you all one more time. Next slide, please. Now for the thought for the day.
My name is Marsha and I will be doing the thought for the day. You have had the valuable opportunity to listen to divine discourses and directions. They have been printed upon your hearts. Many of your conversations is centered on me or on my divine play and glory. My advice to you is apply this adoration in your life. Let your companions see how disciplined you are, how sincerely you obey your parents, and how deeply you revere your teachers. Be a light, radiating virtue and self-control wherever you live, just as commendably as you did when in my divine presence. Do not slide back into indiscipline, bad manners, irresponsibility, and evil habits. Satyasai speaks, Volume 8, Chapter 5. This quote is very inspiring to me. During my time in Sai Center for the past 2 years, I've had many opportunities to learn more about important values that will help me succeed in life as a responsible person. Many of the class discussions have involved discussing the importance of helping others, setting a good example for future generations, and always keeping faith in whatever we accomplish. I've also been able to participate in more service activities that have allowed me to help other people in my community. Therefore, I'm grateful to have learned about the teachings of Sri Sathya Sai Baba because I can apply them to continue to grow as a more knowledgeable person in life and help others too. Sairam.
Next slide, please. Now let's all enjoy the bhajans by SSE 4BC, Group 4 graduating seniors. Congratulations one more time for graduating and a wonderful journey of SSE. Let's enjoy the bhajans, please. Sai Ram.
Adonai
Satyanarayanaaya. साई नारायण महादेवा महेश्वरा साई नारायण महादेवा महेश्वरा साई नारायण महादेवा महेश्वरा साई नारायण नटनागर दुःखभञ्जना साई नारायण नटनागर दुःखभञ्जना साई नारायण नटनागर दुःखभञ्जना साई नारायण करुणाकर अखिलेश्वरा साई नारायण करुणाकर अखिलेश्वरा साई नारायण करुणाकर अखिलेश्वरा साई नारायण करुणाकर अखिलेश्वरा साई नारायण अल्लाह तुम महावीर यीशु 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 साई नारायण हृदयेश्वरा परमेश्वरा साई नारायण हृदयेश्वरा परमेश्वरा साई नारायण हृदयेश्वरा परमेश्वरा साई नारायण हृदयेश्वरा परमेश्वरा साई नारायण महादेवा महेश्वरा साई नारायण महादेवा महेश्वरा साई नारायण नटनागर दुःखभञ्जना साई नारायण नटनागर दुःखभञ्जना साई नारायण करुणाकर अखिलेश्वरा साई नारायण करुणाकर अखिलेश्वरा साई नारायण अल्लाह तुम महावीर यीशु साई नारायण अल्लाह तुम महावीर यीशु साई नारायण Sai Ram Ganesham Bhagavan Tumhara Naam Sai Ram Ganesham Bhagavan Tumhara Naam Sai Ram Ganesham
शिवाय नमः शिव शिवाय नमः शिव शिवाय नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय
शिवाय नमः शिव शिवाय नमः शिव शिवाय नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय
शिवाय नमः शिव शिवाय नमः शिव शिवाय नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय
शिवाय नमः शिव शिवाय नमः शिव शिवाय नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय
शिवाय नमः शिव शिवाय नमः शिव
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 शिवाय नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय
शिवाय
शिवाय नमो नमः शिवाय
शिवाय नमः शिव शिवाय नमः शिव शिवाय नमः शिव
शिवाय नमः शिव शिवाय नमः शिव शिवाय नमो नमः शिवाय
शिवाय नमो नमः शिवाय
शिवाय नमो नमः शिवाय
शिवाय नमो नमः शिवाय
शिवाय नमः शिव शिवाय नमो नमः शिवाय
जय साई राम जय साई राम
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 जय साई राम जय जय राम
बोलो जय साई राम जय जय राम
जय साई राम जय जय राम
बोलो जय साई राम जय जय राम
अनाथ रक्षक साई राम
अनाथ रक्षक साई राम
अनाथ रक्षक साई राम
अनाथ रक्षक साई राम
आपद बांधव साई राम
आदर पांडव साई राम
आपद बांधव साई राम
आदर पांडव साई राम
प्रेम स्वरूपा साई राम
प्रेम स्वरूपा साई राम
प्रेम स्वरूपा साई राम
प्रेम स्वरूपा साई राम
प्रेम अवतारा साई राम
प्रेम अवतारा साई राम
प्रेम अवतारा साई राम
साई प्रेम अवतारा साई राम
जय साई राम जय साई राम
जय साई राम जय साई राम
जय साई राम जय जय राम
बोलो जय साई राम जय जय राम
जय साई राम जय जय राम
बोलो जय साई राम जय जय राम
अनाथ रक्षक साई राम
अनाथ रक्षक साई राम
आपद बांधव साई राम
आबर पांडव साई राम
प्रेम स्वरूपा साई राम
प्रेम स्वरूपा साई राम
प्रेम अवतारा साई राम
प्रेम अवतारा साई राम
प्रेम अवतारा साई राम
प्रेम अवतारा साई राम जय साई राम जय साई राम
साई हमारा
साई हमारा हम साई है ऐसा प्रेम हमारा साई हमारा हम साई है ऐसा प्रेम हमारा साई राम हमारा साई राम हमारा साई राम
तत्सत् श्रीनारायण तु पुरुषोत्तम गुरु तु सिद्धबुद्ध तु स्कन्दविनायक सविता पावक तु सविता पावक तु ब्रह्ममस्धतु यवशति तु येषु पिता प्रभु तु रुद्रविष्णु तु रामकृष्ण तु रहीमताओ तु रहीमताओ तु वासुदेव गो विश्वरूप तु चिदानन्द हरि तु अद्वितीय तु अकाल निर्भय आत्मलिंग शिव तु आत्मलिंग शिव तु परमात्मलिंग शिव तु From untruth lead us to truth, from darkness lead us to light, from death lead us to immortality. Asato mam Sadgamaya Tamaso mam Jyotirgamaya Mrityormam Amritam Gamaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
O Lord, make the whole of my life as pure as the flame before me. Let it consume itself in the fire, scattering light and warmth of love to all around me. At the end of it all, let there be nothing left of me to keep me from merging in you. The Lord of the universe is here, Swami Satya Sai is here. Come to save devotees everywhere, come to bless His children everywhere. Born at Puttaparthi, the Lord of the universe is here. Calm and tranquil like the moon, shining with divine inner light, filling all with bliss at His side. He is always serving those in need, answering the prayers of devotees, giving grace to you and me. The Lord of the universe is here. Sai, you are Guru, God and Self. Mother, you are everything to us. Father, you are everything to us. You are the divine primal energy, manifest us all that we ever see. You are the one reality. The Lord of the universe is here. Sai with the sacred form of Om, universal radiance divine. Please accept this offering of mine, the flame of love that burns within my heart, meaning we can never be apart. You and I are ever one. The Lord of the universe is here. Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Swami Satya Sai Hare. Bhakta Jana Samrakshak, Bhakta Jana Samrakshak, Ati Maheshwara. Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Shashivadana Shekara, Sarva Pranapate, Swami Sarva Pranapate. Ashrita Kalpalatika, Ashrita Kalpalatika, Apad Bandhava. Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare. మాతపితా గురుదైవము మరి అంతయు నీవే స్వామి మరి అంతయు నీవే నాద బ్రహ్మ జగన్నాథ నాద బ్రహ్మ జగన్నాథ నాగేంద్రాశయన ఓం జయ జగదీశ హరి ఓంಕಾರ ರೂಪ ಓ ಜಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಸಾಯಿ ಮಹಾದೇವ ಸತ್ಯ ಸಾಯಿ ಮಹಾದೇವ ಮಂಗಳ ಹಾರತಿ ಅಂದುಕೋ ಮಂಗಳ ಹಾರತಿ ಅಂದುಕೋ ಮಂದರ ಗಿರಿಧಾರಿ ಓಂ ಜಯ ಜಗದೀಶ ಹರಿ ನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಓಂ ಸತ್ಯನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಓಂ ನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಓಂ ಸತ್ಯನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಓಂ ಸತ್ಯನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಓಂ ಜಯ ಸದ್ಗುರುದೇವ ನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಓಂ ಸತ್ಯನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಓಂ ನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಓಂ ಸತ್ಯನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಓಂ ಸತ್ಯನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಓಂ ಜಯ ಸದ್ಗುರುದೇವ ನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಓಂ ಸತ್ಯನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಓಂ ನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಓಂ ಸತ್ಯನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಓಂ ಸತ್ಯನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಓಂ ಜಯ ಸದ್ಗುರುದೇವಾ ಸಮಸ್ತಲೋಕಾಃ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Sacred, holy and supreme is Baba's Vibhuti, pouring forth in endless stream display of Vibhuti. So auspicious is its smile, it grants liberation. Baba's Vibhuti, its power protects me. Paramam pavitram Baba Vibhuti, Paramam vichitram Leela Vibhuti, Paramartha ishtartha moksha pradhanam Baba Vibhuti idamashayami paramam pavitram Baba Vibhuti paramam vichitram Leela Vibhuti paramartha ishtartha moksha pradhanam Baba Vibhuti idamashayami paramam pavitram Baba Vibhuti paramam vichitram Leela Vibhuti paramartha ishtartha moksha pradhanam Baba Vibhuti idamashayami
साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। ॐ 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 साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्।